Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Once again, we come live from my home. Hope you guys are all ending the week still doing well, still staying healthy. A little bit cloudier out there today, so seems like a good cozy day to maybe have a cup of tea or some extra coffee. Um, yeah, just want to go ahead and thank you guys again for joining if you're out there or if you're watching these videos a little bit later. We appreciate all the comments and the feedback that you guys have been giving us. So thank you so much. As long as you guys are getting something out of this, we'll continue doing this for you. So today's quote, I'll go ahead and start off with that. It says, "We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses." And I like this one. I just thought it was about perspective, right? Obviously, there is plenty of negative that we can focus on right now. And the news doesn't make it easy. Chatting even with family and friends doesn't make it easy. It seems to be the pressing topic right now. And I understand the concern and the worry, but we also have an opportunity to focus on the positive and try to continue to stay positive. That's the stuff that's going to get us through these tough times. We talked a little bit about hope yesterday, and it's along those same lines. So just trying to focus on the good, find a few things that you're grateful for every morning, and start your day that way with a little bit of positivity. So yeah, once again, we can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses. So yeah, we'll go ahead. We're going to continue with the stretches. We will be doing stretches every day. That is part of our routine at the Neurological Rehab Adult Day program that builds repetition, good practice, good habits. So we'll continue with that same series. Today we're also going to repeat the 8-minute meditation, and again with the idea of repetition. And so then it allows people to just continue to practice it, and so you become a little bit more and more comfortable over time. So I'll start with the stretches, and then I'll guide you through the 8-minute meditation again. And as always, comments and feedback are welcome. So thank you guys so much for joining. All right, let's just make sure this is straight and doesn't fall over. All right, still have my bear slippers on. Sorry guys, that's probably not going to change. I guess I do have a couple other pairs of slippers that I could put on and try not to offend anybody, but we'll see. I like my bear slippers. All right, so let's go ahead. I think I needed that, but let's go ahead. We'll start with a nice tall seat. Have your feet flat on the floor. Try to make your hips heavy on the chair, and then feel your spine get nice and long. Draw the top of your head towards the ceiling. Just relax the shoulders down the back. And I welcome you to close your eyes here or soften the gaze. We'll start as we always start with 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Good. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest fills. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in and a slow breath out. Good. And if you guys ever find throughout the day that you're feeling a little anxious or the thoughts are kind of running amok, just go ahead, take a pause, and do those 3 deep breaths. It can really help just kind of reset the body and reset the mind. So nice job. Okay, we'll go ahead and start with our legs, our lower extremities. So bring the legs straight out in front of you as best as possible, and then we'll start by pointing and flexing our feet here. So toes away, toes towards, and just keep that going as you move your breath along as well. And we always say if you can't see physical motion in the body, That's okay. Just go ahead, close the eyes, and watch as your body energetically moves. Good, and just keep the breath moving, softly in, softly out, just starting to wake up the body here. Good. When you're all done with those, go ahead and bring your legs down so that your feet are not flat on the floor, but the heels are on the floor. And you're going to keep your toes flexed back towards your face. So right now you can see the bottom of my feet. Draw your toes up towards your face, legs stay long, and then bring your hands out towards your feet. And this really should just allow an opening in the back of your legs. So just begin to notice if you feel any sensation in the calves or the hamstrings. And simply just be aware. We're not trying to force anything or change anything. Just notice any feelings or sensations happening in the legs or the rest of the body. And keep the breath moving. Try to relax, maybe at the shoulders or the jaw. Good. Slow breaths in and slow breaths out. Take one more deep inhale. Watch as your belly fills. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Good, nice job. So once again, we'll put a little bend in the knees, feet come flat on the floor again. And now we're going to stretch the inside of our thighs. There are hip adductor muscles. So go ahead and draw your knees in opposite directions. You're able to use your hands or your forearms to add a little extra pressure, or if you just want to use the muscles of the legs to draw your knees in opposite directions, a couple different options there for you. So again, not forcing anything here, just allowing the muscles to softly and gently open and stretch away from one another. Try to relax the shoulders, relax any tension that you might be holding in the neck. And keep the breath moving. The one thing that should always be constant is the breath. If you're not breathing, none of it matters. Good. Take one more deep inhale here. Watch as the belly fills. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Nice job, you guys. Bring your feet back in line with one another. Knees slightly bent, hips heavy here. And now we're going to stretch out the back of our hips. So we'll start with the right leg. Draw that knee into your torso or up into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, deepen that stretch a little bit. Maybe pull your leg a little closer. Or another option is to cross it over the other leg. And you should feel a little bit more of an opening on the back side of that right hip. And once again, just notice the sensation. Doesn't need to look like anything or feel like anything. Every body is going to be a little bit different, and that's okay. So just pay attention to what's going on in yours. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Feel yourself sit up a little taller. Exhale, gently stretch a little deeper. Good. Take one more deep breath in. Sit up nice and tall. And exhale, slowly release that leg down. Nice job, you guys. We'll switch out sides here. So with the left leg now, inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, draw that knee up into your torso. Notice what you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling so much tension in your shoulders. Maybe your jaw is still clenched. Try to let that go. And then notice any sensation you feel in the back side of your hip. Maybe if you need a little bit more sensation, you can cross that knee over the opposite leg, or pull it in a little tighter into the chest. And once again, keep the breath moving. Inhale as you sit up nice and tall. Exhale, maybe gently squeeze that leg a little deeper. Good. One more deep breath here. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, slowly release that leg down. Good job, you guys. Let's take a minute to reset here. So once more, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. We'll do our rotation now here. So feel your hips heavy. Feel the spine get a little longer. Head reaches towards the ceiling. Inhale, belly fills. And as we exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. And again, if you have an arm on your chair, feel free to grab onto that. The chair that I'm working with, it just has a back, so I can grab onto that, or just the side of my leg, whatever works for you guys. And once again, no need to force anything right here. Just inhale, feel a little bit more space created in your spine. And as you exhale, gently move into that space that's been created. If it feels good, bring the gaze over the right shoulder. Just continuing the twist through the entire spine. And again, continuing to move the breath. Feel yourself sit up a little taller with the inhale. And maybe twist a little deeper with the exhale. Shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Take one more breath in. Feel yourself lengthen. And exhale, slowly come back through center. Nice job, you guys. All right, switching sides, we'll do the same thing. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Feel your spine get long. And exhale, twist over here to the left. Once again, you can grab the back of the chair, the side of the chair, or maybe just the side of your leg. Wherever it works for you to just have a little leverage to deepen that twist. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, chest lifts, belly gently pulls in. And as you exhale, gently twist a little deeper. Maybe the gaze comes over the left shoulder. Just another option for you. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. With your inhales, feel yourself lengthen, sitting up a little taller. And with the exhale, maybe deepen the twist. Good. One more breath in here. Fill the belly, lengthen the spine. And exhale, slowly come back through center. Good. Take a deep breath in. And a nice big breath out. Let it go. Good. So we'll go ahead and move into our lumbar spine stretch. And truthfully, this kind of opens up the entire back body as well. So leaving your feet exactly where they're at, we're going to bring our hands now down towards the ground, towards our feet. And really, you should just allow the back of your body to round forward here. So feeling a nice stretch all through your paraspinal muscles, all through the back body. And if it feels good, release the head and neck, let everything go. Hard kind of doing this stretch, but also giving you guys the verbal cues. I want to make sure you can still hear me. So don't do what I'm doing and lift your head up. Make sure your head is down and relaxed. Good, and keep the breath moving. Feel the back side of your body open up, muscles stretch away from one another. And just let go, let gravity draw everything down towards the ground. Good, take one more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly make your way back up to seated. And that motion you definitely want to take your time with. We had all of our blood flowing down towards the ground, kind of getting a little bit of a head rush. So as you sit back up, you'll feel that blood washing back down again. If you're a little lightheaded, that's okay. Just take a minute. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Just let everything resettle and realign. Good. So that was for our back body. Now we're going to stretch open the front body here. We're also going to squeeze our shoulder blades together. I think yesterday I gave that cue after the fact, so I'm going to try to remember it now today. So go ahead and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then if you're able, depending on the chair you're sitting in, my chair is a little too high to fully go over, but if you can, maybe arch your back over the top of your chair, or at least let your arms open up to either sides of the chair. And this should just allow the front of the body, both pec muscles and abdomen muscles, just really allowing everything to open up here, stretch away from themselves. We spend so much time in a forward position, whether we're hunched over a desk or a computer while we're driving, or even just hunched over our phones. We tend to curl forward. And so this is a nice posture just to open up everything. Letting the heart space open up here. Let the throat open up. And just breathing into this, watching as the chest rises with each inhale and softly lowers with each exhale. Good. Take one more deep breath in right into the front side of the body. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Good, you guys. Take a breath here. And softly let it go. Nice. So now we'll go ahead and move on to our upper extremities, our arms. So as you're able, either clasp your hands in front of you, or you can leave them outside, away from one another, outside of your torso. But either way, as you inhale, lift those arms up overhead. And this is going to look different for every single person out there. You might be right here. Maybe clasping the fingers is a little challenging, so start by clasping even just the grip like this. Thumbs maybe only. And then feel your fingertips get light and long as your hips stay heavy in the chair. Maybe you're able to stretch up over your head. Feel the stretch through the armpits, all through the side bodies. Wherever you're at, just be there, right in that position. Try to let go of any stress. There shouldn't be any pain. Soften away from the posture if you have a little pain. But if you're able, take one more deep inhale and reach a little higher. Reach a little higher. Reach a little higher. One more higher, and slowly, slowly, slowly come on back down. Nice job, you guys. I'm sure if a few of my participants are watching, I know that's definitely their favorite one. Wink, wink. So good job. It's definitely a tough one, but take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, let any of that tension or stress go. Good. All right, so now we're going to go on to our scapular glides. This is the one that we normally teach on a table. So if you have a tabletop surface in front of you, you can use that. Otherwise, I'm just going to show you from the side. And you can go ahead and clasp your hands in front. And then we're just going to round our backs forward, kind of like a cat arches its back. So I'm sorry, the back goes backwards, the hands go forward. And this allows the shoulder blades to move up and around the rib cage. Maybe you feel a little opening in the armpits. just noticing if your shoulders are all the way up to your ears. Maybe relax a little bit. Give your neck some space here, but continue to move the shoulder blades away from one another. Good, and keep the breath moving here. Good, take one more deep inhale. Maybe the fingertips move a little further away from you. And then exhale, slowly come on back up to seated again. Nice job, you guys. All right, so sticking with our arms, we're now going to stretch the back of our shoulders here. So once more, have your feet flat on the floor, bring your hips heavy. Oftentimes throughout these stretches, in between postures, we find ourselves rounding forward again and leaning back into the chair. So every time we do a new posture, I want you to try and reset, bring that spine nice, long, and lifted again. And just go ahead and relax the shoulders down. We'll start with our right hand, so bring that up and over across the body. If this is where you're at today, just stay there. Continue to breathe in the back side of your right shoulder. You have a couple options. Maybe you grab onto the opposite shoulder for a little leverage, or maybe you use your opposite hand to add a little bit deeper of a stretch. Wherever you're at is perfect. Just continue moving the breath softly in and softly out. Good. Keeping the spine long and lifted with every inhale, and maybe gently deepening the stretch with every exhale. Again, there should be no pain, maybe a little bit of sensation, but just a gentle stretch. No need to force anything. Take one more deep breath in, and exhale, slowly release down. Nice job. Good. Once more, reset the spine, sit up nice and tall, and we'll switch sides, move into our left hand. So inhale, pull the breath in, and as you exhale, draw that left hand across the body. Maybe you stay here for today, or your options. Go ahead and grab onto this opposite shoulder. Give yourself a little bit of leverage. If you're able, you can also use your opposite hand to gently draw that arm into a little deeper of a stretch. Should be feeling a little bit of sensation on the back side of your shoulder. So just notice. Notice if it's there. Notice if it's not. There's no right or wrong answer either way. Good, and just keep the breath moving. Trying to relax the rest of your body as you gently draw that arm into a little deeper of a stretch. Good, take one more deep breath in here. And exhale, release the arm down. Nice job, you guys. All right, my favorite part, shoulder rolls. Just letting go of any residual tension. Maybe going forwards and backwards, whatever feels good for you right here in this moment. Just let go of any extra tension you're holding in your neck or your shoulders. Just try to soften and let that all go. When you're ready, go ahead and come back to a nice tall seat once again. Feet flat on the floor, hips heavy, spine long, top of the head reaches towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Good, and if your eyes aren't already closed, I invite you to close them here. No need to do anything. Simply let gravity draw the weight of your head towards the right side as your left shoulder relaxes down towards the chair. Taking a minute to notice where you're still holding any tension. Maybe it's the jaw, maybe it's the hands, maybe it's even your eyebrows. Try and soften all the muscles in your face and your neck. And just breathe into the left side of the neck here, allowing the muscles to stretch away from one another. Good. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, slowly, slowly come on back up towards seated. Good. Let's go ahead and reset. Take an inhale. And exhale, let that go. Nice job. So we'll switch sides. Once again, aligning the body. Hips heavy, spine long, head reaches towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, belly fills. And as you exhale, drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. And once again, I invite you to close your eyes here. Just allowing a few minutes of letting go completely. Notice as gravity gently draws your head towards the left. And watching as the right shoulder sinks a little closer to the floor. Watching as the muscles on the right side of the neck slowly soften and stretch away from one another. Trying to let go of any extra tension, both physically and mentally. Good. Take one more deep breath in. Watch as the body expands with breath. And as you exhale, slowly roll the chin down towards the chest. And just begin to make small circles with the head and the neck. Allowing the stretch to move through all corners of the cervical spine. When you're ready, switching directions. Making sure to even out the rotation. And just taking this nice and slow. When you feel ready, come on back through center. Allow your spine to realign. Bring the head back over the shoulders. Feel your shoulders relax down towards the ground as your spine gets a little longer, lifts up a little higher. Hips are still heavy in the chair, feet are flat on the floor. And once again, I invite you to close your eyes here. We will finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, pull the breath in. Exhale, open mouth, let it all go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. Last one, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Allow your breathing to return to normal. Maybe taking a minute just to notice Notice how you feel from head to toe. As you're ready, gently blink your eyes. Come on back into the space that you're in. And that ends our stretches for this morning. So thank you very much. We will go ahead and move into the 8-minute meditation again. Give me one more second to get that set up. Hopefully you guys will take a minute just to rest and relax after the stretches. All right. And it looks like I have a few of my participants on here live now. So good morning, you guys. I miss all your faces, but I'm also really glad that we've been able to get this set up on Facebook and hopefully continue the connection. So good morning, Don. I see your message. All right, let me go ahead and get the meditation set up. So again, if you are new to any kind of meditation or mindfulness, that's okay. Most people don't have a very regular practice. I myself am a yoga instructor and I struggle with it. So part of the reason I'm continuing to do these stretches online is to force myself to get into a better daily practice. So really it's just an opportunity to be gentle with yourself and give yourself a little bit of a mental break. We all could use that right now. So just take it for what it is. It's not supposed to look like anything different or have any specifications. We just show up every day and try to practice, which is why it's called a practice, right? Yoga practice, meditation practice, breath work, mindfulness, daily stretches, whatever you want to call it. It's just trying to incorporate and connect the mind and the body together. So hopefully this is a little bit of benefit to you. Oh, and I'm getting some hellos. Hi, Mom. I love you too. Hey, Rita. All right, I'm going to try to ignore those while we do the meditation, obviously, because the goal is to focus only on the breath. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just as I did yesterday, I'm using Insight Timer again. So for anyone that needs a little bit of help, yes, it's technology and yes, it's a phone, but it actually has been really beneficial because it guides you and surprisingly, you don't get distracted by the technology because it just allows you that space and that time, sets the timer for you, and it's a little bit of an easier way to get into a meditation or mindfulness practice if you wish. So we are simply doing an 8-minute meditation. It's a good number to start with. It's not 15 minutes, it's not 20, but it's a little bit more than 5. So it's a great way just to get started. So once again, we've got 8 minutes set on the timer. You'll hear the bell beginning the meditation. It'll be kind of like a gong bell sound, and then it'll go a little bit of music for a full 8 minutes. I'll continue to guide you through those 8 minutes. So if your mind wanders or if you find yourself, opening your eyes and looking at your own phone or just getting distracted by any shiny thing out there, that's okay. I will continue to try to help you redirect your attention to your breath. So let's go ahead. If you're not already in a comfortable position, go ahead and get there. I'm doing this seated. You can also doing it lying down if you're comfortable and safe in that position. And go ahead, just take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. I invite you to close your eyes here, or at least soften the gaze. And just do a quick scan of your body, head to toe, noticing maybe where you're still holding that tension. Perhaps your shoulders are still clenched up your ears. Maybe your brow is furrowed. Try to relax the jaw. And just become comfortable right there in your seat. So we've started the 8 minutes. And there's nothing for you to do here. No task. No objective. Simply just try to relax and let go of anything that's holding on to you. Allow your awareness to come to your breath. Simply watching the inhales and the exhales. If you need a point of focus, maybe bring your attention to your nostrils, watching as the air rushes through into the body. And then once again, watching as the air passes out your nostrils with the exhale. Maybe you focus on the rising and the falling of your chest. Watching as the body literally contracts and relaxes around each cycle of breath. If your mind has wandered, that's okay. Our minds are wonderful, they're complex, and they tend to be automatic sometimes, whether we like them to or not. If your mind has wandered to other thoughts, acknowledge them, maybe notice what they were, and then try to let them go. Bring the attention right back to your breath. If you're able, follow one cycle of breath without interruption, trying to watch one inhale followed by one exhale. And if you couldn't make it through, that's okay. As long as the breath is still moving, you have infinite amount of possibilities for a new opportunity, a second chance. If you're able to watch one breath, try for two. If you can follow two, try for three. And just keep going. Always knowing that you have the breath to come back to. Whether it's during this 8 minutes, or maybe it's at another point in the day. Whenever we get distracted, frustrated, or anxious, maybe sad, that's all okay. It's all normal and natural. Simply allow yourself to acknowledge whatever emotion or state you're in, and then let it pass. And come back to the breath. Once again, coming back to that point of focus. Maybe the nostrils, maybe your chest. Maybe you watch the breath itself, entering through the nose, following the path down deep into the diaphragm, to the tips of the lungs. And then as you exhale, watching that breath, that same gulp of air travel back out. We're coming up to the 1 minute mark. So I'm just going to let go of the guidance and allow you all to be your own guides. Coming back to the breath. And simply observing. That's our ending timer. Just go ahead and take another deep breath in. Watch as the body fills and expands with air. And exhale, softly let it go. Blinking the eyes open as you're ready. And once again, just noticing. Noticing how you feel. Maybe you're still breathing, and that's okay. Go ahead and continue. Whatever works for you. I want to thank you guys all again so much for joining. Hopefully this is adding a little bit of benefit to your day. I love being able to still connect with everyone. I know that it's not easy having our programs closed or being indoors, not being able to make face-to-face contact with our family and our loved ones and our friends. But we can still connect here, right? pick up the phone, write a Facebook message, send a text. Luckily, we have the technology, and we just need to keep doing our part to keep this virus contained and try to stop the spread of it. So if you know a nurse or a doctor or a grocery store worker or a mailman, send them our thanks, send them our love. You know, those are the guys that are on the front lines right now trying to get us all through this. So I'm just grateful that I can continue to be here with you guys and join in a little bit of a daily practice. As always, your comments and feedback are welcome. We miss you guys at Easter Seals, and thank you so much for being a part of the community. And we will take the break for the weekend, so enjoy your Saturday and Sunday as best as you can. And I'll be back here Monday morning to start up stretches again. So have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you guys all very much for being a part of this. Have a wonderful one.